Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel where I break down the fundamentals of my hair care. If you are new to this channel guys, my name is Dina and over here we talk about everything relaxed hair care. So if that is something that you are interested in, then by all means please do consider sticking around, giving this video a big thumbs up and joining the hair gang family over here. So today's video is going to be all about air drying, and I know air drying is such an iffy sort of topic because it works for some people really well and for others it's a complete disaster. Now I did a video a couple years ago about should we air dry or should we blow dry, and I'll leave it down below and in the cards above so that you can check it out. But I just wanted to come and give like some more tips. I think I gave a video as well about my top 10 tips for air drying, and those haven't changed much, but this is just like a refresher video and incorporating a little bit of new tidbits over the last year or two that have helped me with my air drying. And before we even get started, yes, my hair is air dried. This is air dried here. But let's get into how I normally get my hair like this when I air dry it. Now, the very first thing that a lot of people say when they try to air dry their hair and it doesn't come out the way they want it to is their hair is dry. Yes, air drying tends to leave our hair dry, and I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started my hair journey and I started air drying, it was a complete mess. My hair was just breaking every week. I just couldn't understand what was going on. No amount of moisture products that I would add to my hair would even make a difference. My hair just felt dry. And someone in my comments, I'll see if I find the exact comment, but they said to me that it feels as though whenever they add product to their hair, it's just sitting on the hair. It's not penetrating, it's just coating the hair. And that's how I felt the very first time I started air drying until, girl, I nailed down my routine. So let's start off with tip number one. The first thing that you want to do in order to add moisture to your hair is use moisture-based products. Yes, it may seem obvious, but it's something that is worth us just discussing. Moisture-based shampoo, moisture-based conditioner, moisture-based deep conditioner, moisture-based leave-ins. These are essential. Any product that is going to leave your hair feeling soft is what you need. Any product that is going to leave your hair in a sort of like giving you a bit of a slip, that is what you need for air drying. If at the end of your wash day, so at the end of you deep conditioning your hair and you're rinsing out that deep conditioner and your hair does not feel soft, tell yourself that your hair is going to dry very hard and crispy. So it's so important that you find products that leave your hair feeling soft and moisturized going into you air drying your hair. And of course, I'll leave some product recommendations down below. Now, another tip, or tip number two, is to deep condition. I feel that it's so important for air drying. Yes, you can add a 5-minute conditioner, but I feel as though whenever you deep condition, it's forcing your hair to absorb a lot more moisture, and you're using heat as well. Yes, when we deep condition over here, we use heat. So we're using heat, and that heat allows for the deep conditioner to be even more infused into your hair, kind of giving your hair moisture from the inside out. And that is what we want. As I said, we want our hair to be full of moisture, and whatever it is that you have to do in order to pack that moisture deep into your strands, that is going to help out your air drying process so much more. Tip number three is using a creamy leave-in. Now, liquid leave-ins are really good. I'm not gonna knock them, and sometimes I would use a liquid leave-in followed by a cream leave-in, but whatever it is that you do, ensure that you're using a cream leave-in. Liquid leave-ins are primarily water. Now, you just came out the shower, you just washed out your deep conditioner, and you're going to be applying water again to your hair. Water on its own or liquid-based products on their own are not going to give you that softness that you want. Fair enough, your hair can feel soft after applying a liquid leave-in, but there's something about adding a cream leave-in when you're about to air dry. It is a lot thicker, and because when air drying your hair is likely to become dry even quicker. Applying a thick product, or not even a thick product, a creamy based product with that sort of consistency allows the hair to stay softer and to stay moisturized for a lot longer and not dry out as quickly as a liquid leave-in. So let's give a quick example. Let's say you have a little bit of water right here in a container, and then you have a cream leave-in right here in a little container. Don't have it, but yeah. So the cream will take a lot longer to evaporate than the liquid. And that's the same principle of when you apply it to your hair. So the cream leave-in stays on your hair a lot longer than the liquid leave-in. I don't know if that makes sense, guys, but I hope it does for you. That is what has been working for me in order to keep my hair nice and smooth. Again, I'll leave some recommendations down below that you can try. Tip number 4. Now, I also believe that it's important to have the combination of an oil and a serum when you are air drying. There's some people who just air dry with an oil, and there's some people that just air dry with a serum. I am one of those girlies that apply with both. Let me tell you the difference. When I apply an oil alone, my hair tends to come out feeling a little, I don't think tacky is the word, but that's the closest that I can get for right now. That's the way that my hair tends to operate whenever I just use an oil alone. Whenever I just use a serum alone, my hair feels dry, plain and simple. It feels dry. The combination of the two tends to leave my hair feeling soft. And of course, you guys know I love avocado oil, so it's always my avocado oil followed by my John Frieda Frizz Control. And those are the two that I use in order to get my hair to air dry like this. The combination of the two, chef's kiss, I'm telling you. Now, tip number 5 is where I've made the change. Tip number 5 is air drying your hair to about 80% and then blow drying the rest. Now, before I used to just air dry straight, and that's when I was living in Montserrat because, you know, I'm in the tropics. It's heat, so my hair is drying a lot quicker. Up here now, it takes so much longer for my hair to dry, and as my hair continues to grow out, my roots become so much more difficult to dry. They take an extra period of time for it to dry that I just don't have. I just want to be able to get out of the whole drying process a lot quicker. So I would air dry my hair 70-80% of the way, and then I go in with a blow dryer. When I use my blow dryer, I'm not using a comb attachment. I am not using a nozzle, and I'm not using a nozzle primarily because the nozzle that I have doesn't fit anymore. Long story, but if you have a nozzle, please feel free to use it. And I'm not using cool air, I'm using warm air. Now, there's something that this warm air does to my hair when it has on all of that product. I feel that it allows the product to lock into my hair even more, and because of that, my hair comes out feeling soft and comes out feeling very smooth. Now, when I was in Montserrat, to get that smooth finish, I used to go in with a brush. So after applying my leave-ins, I would go in with a brush to smooth out my hair. But up here now, I am using my blow dryer on warm air, and I'm using it for about 10 minutes maximum just to absorb whatever water remains in my hair, and my hair comes out feeling really good and it comes out feeling really smooth. Now, another reason why I have been using the blow dryer is simply because my hair has so much texture, a lot of texture, and if I don't find a way to consistently smooth out my hair will be breaking at those textured areas. So this tends to work for me right now. Now, another thing that I do, yes, so some people may be watching this asking, how do you air dry your hair and your hair is looking like this and it's curly? I always go in with Flexi Rods. I swear down by Flexi Rods. Since I started my hair journey back in 2010, Flexi Rods have become my best friend because I don't like straight hair. Straight hair ain't for me. And I feel like with Flexi Rods, it adds a little bit of smoothness to my hair after air drying, and it gives me a little bit of curl and a little bit of body. Do you guys see all the body here in the front, girl? Give it up for the body. Not this body, but give it up for this body here, okay? But yeah, I tend to like Flexi Rods because it gives me that versatility and not giving me that straight style that I just don't particularly care for. So Flexi Rods are my go-to if you want a style like this. Now, all in all, air drying is not going to be for everyone, and I know there's some people who would have tried and they're like, nah, my hair breaks too much, I'm not going down that road. And as I said from the start, that was me until I crafted my routine around me and around how my hair is and around my environment and around the products that I use, and I've been able to consistently get good results. There's sometimes when you try things and it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't work the second time, and after the third time you've given up, and that's fair enough. some of us don't have time to be wasting trying things 4 and 5 times, and I understand because I get that way with products. If I try a product the first time and it doesn't work, that's it, not for me. But I knew that at the end of the day, air drying was a healthier alternative for me than blow drying, right? And so I decided to take some time and invest into my routine. And this routine, as I said, is down packed. It doesn't fail me now, and it gives me good results every single week. So if you're looking to better your air drying process, if you're looking for a safer and more like an easier way to dry your hair, consider these tips and see if they work for you. As I mentioned, all products that I mentioned in this video will be listed down below. All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Of course, if you haven't yet already, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week Sunday.